Travel along, Catholic pilgrims, as we read letters from the voyages of St. Frances Cabrini as she traveled around the Western Hemisphere sharing the good news of Christ. Welcome, Catholic pilgrims. Today we will hear about how fog rolls in, the air grows cold, the steamer is rocking pretty substantially, and there is an air of nervousness throughout the steamer. Mother takes this time to speak about being thankful to Jesus. And something I've really been trying to do is to thank God when I can see that a prayer has been answered. Oftentimes we ask God for something, but then we forget to thank Him afterwards. And I've been trying really hard to remember to give thanks. Let's see what is going on out in the fog near Newfoundland by turning to page 240. September 5th. Last evening, just before supper, the captain came to see us, and we asked him what kind of weather we were likely to have during the night, as we had noticed a change come over the sun during the day, as if it were late autumn, and we felt the atmosphere growing colder and more trying to bear. The captain said he could not say, and so we concluded something new was about to happen. We also asked the staff, but despite their kindness, they would not tell us the truth, faithful to their rule of not making known any probable danger to the passengers beforehand. We all went to table, but after the first course, everybody, one after another, left, as the steamer swayed from one side to the other. We were naturally upset. Mother Virginia fled to her bed. It is the only place for her when the steamer rocks. At our table, only the Marist sister and I remained until dinner was over, and then we took a walk on deck, thanking God for having made us such good sailors. But the rocking increased and the air turned colder, so I thought I would go to bed also. About 9:30, the silence was broken by the foghorn. This is a sign of great fog and is blown to call the attention of other steamers, which may be coming in the same direction, as it is impossible to see them amidst such dense darkness. The movement still continued, but fortunately it was of a rolling character rather than a pitching one. But the quite unusual activity of the crew frightened us as well as the other passengers. Coincidentally, the points of our meditation spoke of the storm which tossed the apostles, and so we became quiet at the thought of the beautiful words of Jesus to his beloved apostles. Habete fiduciam, and ego sum. Nolite timere. Have confidence. It is I. Do not be afraid. In fact, having our beloved Jesus with us, why need we fear? He is the master of creation, and all creatures obey him. He is the source of every good, of every consolation, so we have every reason to remain perfectly serene. I had a small statue of the Redeemer, which I held up towards the sea with great faith and asked him to bless the waves, at the same time saying to him, Ne disceris a me, intende in adjutorium meum. Do not leave me, attend to my help. Then I went to sleep quietly and trustingly. Shortly after, the foghorn stopped. This was a sign that the fog had disappeared. Though the rolling continued, I had no fear, although we were passing Newfoundland, where the weather is always bad. The life of the saints in heaven is a life of love and praise. Such should be the life on earth of a religious, so much favored by our Heavenly Father. Our whole lives should be employed in thanksgiving, because at every instant we receive infinite blessings from the Most High. St. Paul always recommended thanksgiving to the faithful, and to the Corinthians he wrote, All things are for you, so that abundant graces may redound abundantly unto the glory of God by the thanksgiving of many. The greater number of men give thanks to God only after having obtained a grace, but the Spirit of Jesus Christ, by which we should be animated, teaches us to thank him first, because the benefits we receive are continual and at every moment. This is the best disposition you can have to move the divine heart in our favor. It is a great comfort to me when in some houses, where they make triduums and novenas to obtain a favor from heaven, I hear added to the prayers, Agimus tibi gratias. We thank you. Then I'm sure the prayer will be heard. Yes, my daughters, Thanksgiving is a perfect act of love because in it we have no other interest than the glory of God, the pleasure of God, the complacency of God. When we ask, we are moved by our own interest, but when we think, we are moved by more noble and more perfect sentiments. Let us repeat, children, let us repeat the hymn of thanksgiving, which, like a blessed and ardent arrow coming from our hearts, will fly to and wound the heart of our most loving spouse and benefactor. That's all for today, Catholic Pilgrims. Tomorrow is such a rough day at sea that Mother Cabrini barely writes anything. I'll see you back here soon, and until then, live the faith boldly and travel well.